For a long time, you know, I've been very, very passionate about tug of war. I've been involved in other sports. And I suppose one of the things that stood in my head all the time was an awful pity that tug of war couldn't be developed further. Basically what we done here was we developed a machine to try and provide the training facility. I took into consideration how we could make the sport more efficient, how we could have small kids and adults, ladies and men pulling, and how we could provide them with a nice training machine that would be safe and be very practical to work on. First of all, bringing teams in of a Sunday morning and weighing them of a Sunday morning took a couple of hours. So I provided the scales and all on the machine. I also have it that it's worked on a tablet, so we increase weight and we can up and down the weights any way we want. It doesn't make any difference whether the team is pulling, going back or forward. We can still add on and take off weight at any time I press the button. The machine is providing a facility for training for any weight you want. It's accurate to 0.1 kilo each machine. You can now train 8 people, 1 person, or 5 people, or whatever you want. At the beginning of the year, we can bring in pullers and we can check what they fit the pull individually. And coming towards the end of the year, we can also check them again, and we know exactly what they have done over the period of time. It's also a great advantage to the Irish or any other tug of war team in the world that they can check their pullers before they go out to pull. They can be checked for what kind of a drop they have. They can be also checked for the weight they can lift, and they can be also checked for the distance they can lift their own body weight, or 25% of it, or whatever the percentage might be. The other aspect of it is that we looked at the size of rooms that was taken to pull tug of war in. I was taking a room, for indoor tug of war, I was taking a room 140 foot long, and I tried to see could I limit the size of that. It took me a long time to figure out how I was going to limit the size of the room. So what I done was I now have taken the 140 foot and divided it into 40 foot. So now we can pull a full-blown competition in 40 foot. It has a continuous belt on it, so it has there's no end to the distance you can travel on it. Mind you, the machine does pull both ways. It will work you both ways. It's very, very important that we have really made a big effort into safety. You can see with the safety systems on the front. We have 5 or 6 safety buttons on each machine. It's in full control of the coach training them. He can press a button on the tablet at any one given time, and the machine is knocked off. Or if they hit any of the flaps here, front or back, the machine completely knocks off. And I think it's fabulous for kids and women, ladies and everything to train on now because of that. As you can see here behind me, we have made a rig that with a harness on it, so the kids can be harnessed in and let them down to the right height to pull on the machine. Here in our own club here, we can link up with another club, like Kilmany and Donegal, or some team out abroad, and we have a video link between them and the machine. So one machine is talking to the other one basically, and one machine is telling the other machine what to do. So if you increase the pressure on the rope on one side, through the video links, it will provide you with, it will bring one team, the team that's winning will go back, and the team that's losing will go forward. It's a perfect pull, exactly to 0.1 kilo, and it works very, very well. We have eliminated all the lifting of heavy weights into barrels and throwing more weight on and taking off weight. We've now got a system where we can apply weight at will wherever we want, whenever we want. It can be taken apart, and it can be used for indoor or outdoor tug of war. As you see, there's one of the machines there is for outdoor tug of war, and the one closest to me here is the one for training for indoor tug of war. The machine is in 4 sections. It's very, very easy to transport it. It can be taken apart and transported very easily, and it plugs into a 20 amp plug.
I firmly believe that the machine builds your strength quicker. It definitely improves your endurance for competition. In 2.5 months, I was lifting the weight that it would have taken me maybe 4 months on a normal gantry to build up to that. I believe that you get fitter a lot quicker on the machine, and you can, like I said, test your endurance and your stamina better.
I found the machine very beneficial for leg power, and also for actually finding out what you're really pulling, because you're guessing as what you're pulling on an individual gantry. you're not wasting time bringing the barrel back in, which just means you're getting more training put in your night's training. Plus, you're not waiting on your coach to go and load the barrel. All you do is flick a button on the tablet, so it's far more quicker. You get more training in on the night, and the training seems to be more extreme.
The Irish teams, in this country has been fabulous for the last 35, 40 years. There have been fabulous teams here. We have many a world title. It's one of the best sports there is of any of them. The training that has to be done to be any good at pulling tug of war is unbelievable. And despite what people say about it being a sport where people get hurt and that there's a lot of injury, there is absolutely no injury in tug of war if they're trained properly, and it's not just for the staggering out of a pub and going out onto a street to pull tug of war.